So Kevin Holland is to serve yet again as a test dummy for another upcoming fighter in Shara Magomedov. The talks are in for this fight to be set at UFC 308. Here are my thoughts. So this is going to be a good fight. It's going to be. I keep saying for every fight I've covered so far that's going to be interesting, but it's a little more than that. This fight, I mean, all fights are interesting, but this fight is going to be good. I don't think it's necessarily going to be a back and forth or, go to a unanimous decision or anything like that. I think, actually, no, this fight is going to go to a unanimous decision. What the fuck am I saying? I don't think it's going to be a close fight. I think it's going to be a 50-45 win by Shara Magomedov. And I'll say that because looking back at the Kevin Holland MVP fight, Holland just doesn't do well against really, really good strikers. Kevin Holland is a brilliant striker himself. I feel like he may have a chance if this fight goes to the ground, but I kind of doubt that it will go to the ground. And I feel like if it does, Shara will be okay there. I don't think he's going to be ecstatic there or like Khabib level great, but I feel like he'll be able to hold his own. So I don't think Kevin Holland will be able to easily get a submission if this fight were to go to the ground. But yeah, this is gonna be. I think it's still a fun fight to watch because I think Kevin Holland is still going to try at least. I don't think he's gonna like lazily hang around and strike sometimes and try to get some bullshit win like Jalen Turner would. I know they're in different divisions, but Jalen Turner is such. I can't help but bring him up because I'm so frustrated with the way he fights. But anyway, going back to this fight, it should be a good fight. It should be a good fight. Shara up and coming. His striking is so brilliant. A lot of that he gets from the Muay Thai, from the kickboxing. He's done extensive years and training in that sport and in that fighting style. I think he's going to be real creative with this fight against Kevin Holland, and I think he's going to do Kevin Holland like MVP did Kevin Holland. I don't think MVP is going to get a knockout here because I believe in Kevin Holland's chin too much for it to go that way. He's got a strong chin. He could eat some nasty shit, okay? When MVP was hitting Kevin Holland with them reverse elbows and shit like that, just really clean elbows on the chin and on the forehead and to the side of the head, and Kevin Holland was still standing. So I think he'll do the same thing against Shara Bullet. I think Shara will batter Kevin Holland up for all of the rounds in this fight, Again, Kevin Holland will maybe even try to shoot a couple desperate takedowns like he did against MVP. But it's exactly what I'm trying to say. This fight is going to go like how MVP fought Kevin Holland recently. Okay, this is again, and this is the same situation. This is why I opened up the video with the fact that Kevin Holland is serving once again as a test dummy, okay? And it's what he wants to do. He said this. He has no passion or drive or ambition for a UFC title. He just wants to hang around, make money. He says he wants to beat the next guy in front of him, but he's just serving as a test dummy. He's wandering and floating around the rankings, and he's basically a journeyman. Just like fucking George Masvidal. Journeyman George. Journeyman fucking Kevin Holland, man, And I like the guy. I like Kevin Holland's style. I like that he's a big mouth. I like that he likes to talk. He's entertaining. Again, really good with the striking. He's got a very long striking form because he's very tall himself. And I like those type of fighters. I like the Sean O'Malley's, the Peyton Talbots, the very long 1-2 rangy guys, even Jalen Turner. I find them to be very entertaining, and I think they can get to their spots in terms of striking very easily. So that's why I tend to like those types of fighters. But again, Kevin Holland, he's at that fucking point where it's just like, loss after loss, and I'm just gonna hang around. But I know he won his last fight. I'm not saying that he's losing all the time. He got a pretty good submission there, but at the same time, there's no strong drive from him. And you guys see this too. I know you guys see this shit too. There's no strong drive from him. There's no, I'm going to fucking beat this guy, then this guy, then this guy, and get to the belt. There's none of that. It's just, okay, next guy in front of me, next guy in front of me, and that's just what it's going to be. And when anybody has the balls to ask him about a possible UFC title run, he gets in his fucking feelings and wants to get angry. Whatever, man. You do you. At the end of the day, he's going to serve as a testing dummy for Shara Putin Magomedov. Shara Putin will obviously win, and another Dagestani is going to be driven to the top of the rankings and possibly get another belt. I think right now Leon Edwards is holding the belt for his division. So, if we were to see Shara Putin versus Leon Edwards, I might have to give it to Leon because, again, he's so careful. I would argue even more careful than Shara Putin is. So he'd be taking his time and trying to build up them points just like Bilal does. So again, that's why I had such a unique take for Leon Edwards against Bilal Muhammad. That was a really unique take. But anyway, for this fight, I have Shara Putin Magomedov winning by decision via just battering his opponent, for all the rounds, just like MVP did against Kevin Holland. I predict Shara Putin to do the same shit that MVP did and win this fight 50-45 by unanimous decision. Should be a good one at least to see some brilliant striking and, could be a fun back and forth, but Kevin Holland won't win this shit, and it'll be another domino falling in the great scheme, the great plan for the Dagestani fighting universe. That's my take. What the fuck do you guys think?